So guys, we are back for another video, and today we are going to be talking about Napoli and Max Allegri's first win of the new season. I know it's only a friendly week, guys, but we are here anyway. I will be talking if anything happens in the next days and weeks before the end of the transfer market. I will talk about that for Napoli. I'll talk about any news involving Napoli, and I'm here to talk about first the game because not only is it the first win, but also a clean sheet and for me a very solid performance. Right, obviously it wasn't top performance, guys, but I think it's a performance that you look at it and say, okay, well, it was 2-0. Yes, we could have scored more goals, but defensively, for the most part, it was pretty solid. Alex Millet made like 1 or 2 saves, but apart from that, he had nothing to do. Kamani did his job. Obviously, Buongiorno's still out. I will talk about that. I'll talk about that. Not only in a different video if something happens with the defender, but if in the later stages of this video, I'll talk about it as well. But I want to talk about some individuals, and the first individual is the guy who scored today, and that is Giovanni. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, but he's not good enough. Oh, but he came from Hellas Verona, which is kind of a rival, kind of not. Guys, for me, he is good enough. And even today, on the left wing, I actually thought he was solid. And by the way, he was only on the left wing because Alisson Santos, one of our best players, was injured and didn't play. I believe Santos' injury is just a precaution. It was nothing serious, and we'll play in the next game. But I really liked how Giovanni played. Giovanni, every single time he got the ball, he did something with it, and he looked like he was gonna attack. Sometimes he went back because he didn't have any options, but for the most part, he did his job, and what a player he is. And Erasmus, tapping goal, very easy performance from him. Obviously, Puritano had a good game. Not really, at least top players like Alakamani didn't really play that well in the first 2 games, especially in the last game. But there's a couple Primavera players that I want to talk about. Obviously, Antonio Vergara, I'll save that for the last because obviously he's the best one. But there is a player who I'm starting to really like, and I didn't really know his name until I watched today's game, and that's Preschool, guys. Preschool, he's a very good player. He's a midfielder. Yeah, man, he's so good. He almost plays like Gilmore a little bit. He's like a left-footed. He reminds me a little bit of. He reminds me of Ozil from Arsenal. I'm not saying he's that good. Okay, maybe I shouldn't compare him to somebody like that, but he's very, very good. And also another player is Berardo. A lot of people are saying he's better than Puritano. I think those 2 players have to get first team call-ups. Or if they're not going to get called up to the first team, I think teams like Fiorentina, maybe a little bit of Udinese, or a team like that, I think should call in for those players because they have talent. They have what it takes to become a starter for that type of team. And I think also Luca, who didn't play today, he also can play for somebody like Udinese. That's why he played well for Udinese, because that's a better team for him. Lobotka, I thought, had a decent game. Everybody else had a decent game. Vergara, I'm not a big fan of Antonio Vergara as a midfielder, but if Allegri thinks it works, then Allegri thinks it works. But yeah, my man of the match today, give it to Giovanni. I really liked how he played. He was very, very, very composed on the ball, and yeah, I need to see more from him in the next couple games. Napoli play in another game that I will not be watching, but I will be watching the highlights after the game finishes. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. I know this is just a friendly game, but we're here anyway. Forza Napoli sempre. Ciao ragazzi, and I'll be back in the next one. Peace.